All right, for everybody that's watching this again, can you tell us your name?
My name is Anoff, and people now refer to me as Anoff.
Okay. And how long have you actually been an artist?
For the past 11 years, I've been doing this professionally, but I've been doing painting and scribbling since infancy. Yeah.
So when did you know that this is something that you wanted to do? When did you know that you even had the gift? You know, because you could be drawing in dirt or in the sand. How did you know you had this gift?
Actually came out of a challenge because my dad is a physician, so they wanted me to do medical school, which didn't work out. I went into debt, and the only way I could do was to paint my way out. And after selling my first piece, I realized, hey, if I could make money out of this, why don't I take it full time? And that's how it started, yes.
So about how old were you then when you actually sold your first piece?
This must be, I think, 12 years ago. Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
So that's when you actually first made money.
Yes.
From what you were doing. That's excellent. So what did you start with? Did you start with paintings or did you start with sculpture? What was the first, that you actually started with?
Actually, most of my life I'd been a pencil and charcoal person. After I've sold my first work, I was lucky enough, the Italian ambassador in Ghana then saw me and advised me to take it up seriously and was going to help me, but the best way was for me to do color, which means I had to do watercolor. So that's how it started.
Now, I was asking you earlier, what do you consider yourself as an artist? I mean, are you an activist type of artist, or political? Are you making statements? Because some of your works deal with women's suffrage. You deal with, I want to put it in your mouth, but what would you consider yourself?
I consider myself a social commentator. I'm just
social commentator.
Anything which bugs me, I just comment about it and put it in a form of art. Yes.
So, what are some of the issues or the topics that you dealt with? Has it been a lot?
Yes, but most people have described me as a feminist because I take women issue in Africa very seriously because they are the most hardworking people and the least appreciated in Africa for their efforts. They keep the continent running. It's not the government. It's our mothers.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And they perform magic.
Excellent.
I'm a self-taught artist.
Self-taught.
Yes, but my styles have evolved through challenges. So first was watercolor, and my first watercolors were horrible. I thought I wouldn't paint again. I was very comfortable with my pencil and my charcoal, but family and friends encouraged me, and then as the works evolved, I needed to frame. I couldn't afford frames, so I started making my own frames, and then the frames became part of the artwork, and then I moved into scrap metal, where I believe, but what I do now is I use a lot of used objects because I believe they all have their stories to tell. Each piece has its own story, so in a form of recycling, I use used wood and thrown away metal parts. Yeah.
Excellent. So, can you give us an idea of what the price would be of some of your pieces? I mean, I don't want to, but what are the range? What the price range would be?
Well, the price range from a few $100s to a few $1,000s. Yeah. But it depends on who is buying and I want my artwork to go to people who want my artwork or who believe in the artwork. So then price doesn't become really the determining factor. I've given works away for which my wife will kill me or threaten to throw me out of the house.
Okay.
She's the business one and puts prices on. I just work, yeah.
All right, so in other words, you don't just give it. I mean, you have to feel something for the person that buys your work?
Yeah. Or if the person feels strongly about it, I like my work to go to good homes, and I'm privileged and honored that I have it found good homes.
Gotcha.
For example, when the First Lady of the States was here, I was the one the government commissioned to do a piece for.
Excellent.
I have sold work to Malcolm Jamal Warner. I've done work for the Supreme Court. So my works are in some of the most important buildings in Ghana and then outside as well.
Excellent. And you're real modest and humble.
Well, I'm just up and coming. Like I said, this is my 11th year. There are people in the art who are over 40 and 50 years.
That's true.
Yeah, so
That's true. But still, to be able to say, mention some of the places that your work is being displayed and some of the people, that's very impressive.
thank you.
How do you keep grounded? How do you keep your head from swelling?
Well, I guess it's my wife. She has a strong rope tying me down to keep me focused. Yes.
Okay, great.
Wife and family and friends, every.
All right, we talked a little bit about this earlier. Where do your ideas come from? You said you might be riding down the street and something would come out at you?
I say it comes from everywhere and anywhere. And there are a few times that I've tried to say or convince myself I'm going somewhere quiet to go and think, and I come back with nothing. And sometimes in the middle of chaos, I have flood of ideas and inspiration.
Gotcha.
So I realize that they will come when they want to come. And it comes from, so now I just, I'm just cool about it when it comes.
Right.
But I still have my droughts.
Okay.
I can go for 3-4 months.
You do have droughts?
Yes, 3-4 months when nothing comes, and then 2 weeks you can have tons of things happening. Yeah.
So does that worry you when the droughts come?
Sometimes in the past I used to worry, but now I guess I'm used to it now that they will come, as long as I keep focus and
So it comes to you. It might be at night or day. The thoughts and the idea. You can visualize it before you actually lay everything out.
Yeah, and I believe, like any process of life, sometimes things need to grow to maturity before. And so I believe when I have my droughts, the good Lord up there is working something out or driving me to somewhere where I can harvest. Yeah.
Excellent. So what do you want to do? Where do you plan on going from here? What would you like to happen to you?
Wow, that's a very heavy question. But for now, just to keep on doing what I do, make my art to inspire, encourage, and uplift people. That's what I want to. That's what I believe I want to do.
Excellent. Yeah. And before I let you go, because I'm enjoying this. How does your family feel? Because you were supposed to go into med school, and you decided that this was the direction that you wanted to go. Now that they see how successful you are, how do they feel? Well,
in the past, after my first, I guess the response I got from the first exhibition really encouraged everyone, and everybody realized I was on the right path. Because I had some powerful people who backed me for my first exhibition. Yeah.
Excellent. So your family is very happy then?
Oh yes, they are very happy.
So now, do you do special pieces for them as well?
Well, they get to pick a few when I'm in a good mood. Yes.
You give it to them free?
Oh, I used to give my work for free to all my life till the last 10 years. I was just painting and giving it away. Till I went into challenge and I sold my first work. I say, I better keep this for myself.
Well, listen, I enjoyed this. I wish you a lot of success. This is beautiful. Your work is beautiful.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.